What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Good to see you. All right, we got a few things for today. First, Elizabeth Warren's on a warpath, apparently trying to get rid of crypto. I need to watch this video. I haven't had a chance to yet, but first, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me just pop it out. What is going on, Mr. Paddywhack Miner? Chadwick's Racing. What's up, buddy? Nerd Beast, Yeti. Good to see you. We're going to be bringing Yeti on in a little bit. We're going to talk about this ceiling cat coin that we exposed yesterday, which is kind of funny. Duke Nukem, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Leo Lustig, thank you very much for the congratulations, by the way, to you and Yeti. Today is mine and my wife's anniversary, so happy anniversary, Miss Pocket Change, if she's watching. Let's see who else is here. Ovalboard Tech, good to see you. Mr. Game with Smokey Dan, Dumpster Fire, Cape Cod Crypto, good to see all of you. Anybody I missed, I appreciate you all. Steven Cicero, you're awesome. All right, let's see what we have today in the market, and then we'll get into everything else. BTC 26,850, and my computer is being glitchy. What is happening? All right, hopefully that's not affecting any of you guys. But anyways, 1859 Ethereum. We have, let's see, Dogecoin 7 cents still, Litecoin at 92 bucks again. Man, that's bouncing between 88 and 92. Very strange. XRP 50 cents. I really can't wait to see what happens with that when the court case is over. All right, crypto bubbles. Let's see. Man, there was some stuff about this Pulsar-ish, or Pulse X and Pulsar, whatever the hell, or Pulse Chain. All this Pulse stuff, right? And the Hex guy. I don't know if they're like related somehow, or if he made all of these coins. I don't even know. But there was a story about that, and some people getting in trouble for these. I think we read it a little bit yesterday, but either way, go watch that video if you guys are interested. Everything is pretty, I mean, not really too far down, not really too far up besides a few coins. Pepe is up 5.3%. If that matters to anybody, probably not. All right, let's see. Top 10 coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD coin, XRP. We have Lido Stakes, Ether, Cardano, Dogecoin, and Polygon. These two switched, which is interesting. Nice. Everything looks pretty good. Litecoin's in 13th. Still pretty good. Not bad overall. All right, before I blind everybody, let me zoom this out quick. Check out the Fear and Greed Index. We are at 52. Still neutral. Man, it's been neutral forever. Last month, 55. Greed. I don't know if that's really greedy, but it's more neutral to me. Interesting. All right, without further ado, let's get into this so we can get into talking with my man Yeti. I want to watch these two videos from Mr. Altcoin Daily. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, obviously go check him out. We're gonna play this though. I want to see what Elizabeth Warren has to say now, and then I want to hear about some other interesting stuff for YouTubers, I guess, overall. So let's get into this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and we're going to just kind of break it down as we go. So let's do it.
If I buy Bitcoin, am I buying a share of stock, or am I buying a pork belly, or am I buying
a pork belly?
euros?
What?
What am I
Are
buying?
you buying air?
Oh, wow. Okay, you're going in. What
I'm
is
going in.
U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren is calling for a
She sucks.
complete and utter shutdown of the crypto market.
Until our country's representatives
That was
can
wicked
figure
loud.
out what the hell is going on.
Why? Because it
that caught me off guard so bad. Sorry if that was wicked loud. I had to turn it down. That like blew my eardrums.
is funding and fueling the Chinese fentanyl trade in America. Don't get it twisted. Fentanyl in America is a huge problem.
This is why I didn't want to watch that crypto world bullshit yesterday. That's exactly why, because I knew it was going to cause some FUD bullshit. I knew it was going to happen because I'm sorry. If you're a drug dealer and you're using Bitcoin and crypto, you're a moron. Like, you're already an idiot, and you just double down on the stupidness in your life. Like, that is what's happening. Don't use cryptocurrency to buy drugs that you're going to get caught. So dumb. Makes no sense. Anyways.
He understands that this is a huge problem. U.S. overdoses involving fentanyl have become the leading killer for those age 18 to 45. The chemicals used to manufacture the dangerous drug often comes from China and winds their way across multiple borders on their path to U.S. users of the synthetic opioid, which the Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, says is 100 times more potent than morphine. She understands that this is a problem that Americans want solved.
Yeah, look at that. Do you guys see that? That's the lethal dose of fentanyl right there. And again, fentanyl is like a major issue. This is just like it's foolish that this is dragging crypto into it, right? I mean, I don't know. Again, the pandemic with this stuff it's super sad, and it sucks for anybody that gets addicted to shit and, you know, does bad things in life, right? But at the end of the day, it just sucks that everything's getting lumped in with crypto, right? It's just a bunch of FUD, to be honest.
Problem that Americans want solved, she's conflating it with crypto as if crypto is doing this. Why is she conflating it with crypto? Well, there was a study done from Elliptic that revealed more than 90 Chinese businesses offering to ship fentanyl, almost all of them accept crypto for such an exchange. On the back of this FUD she's trying to stir up, Senator Elizabeth Warren is trying to push through actually reintroducing her Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act through Congress, which is rather draconian and something the crypto community en masse has said, we don't want this, Elizabeth. The crypto community is lucky that there are other senators, not just Elizabeth Warren, but people like Senator Warren Davidson, who's pushing a pro-crypto message, pro-positive crypto regulation. Quote, we have over 50% of the world's invested capital in our capital markets. But when you look at crypto, 70 to 90% of the liquidity is offshore. This is not good for our capital formation.
We've set up the protocols and architecture for every major innovation since the Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution, automobiles, aviation, aerospace, computing, the internet era. Why would we bail now on fintech? I mean, the reality is we have about 4.5% of the world's population. We have about 25% of the world's GDP. We have over 50% of the world's invested capital in our capital markets. But when you look at crypto, 70 to 90% of the liquidity is offshore. That is not good for our capital formation in the United States.
It's horrible.
We need the system that we have in our country to provide the things that only our markets can. And we should work to do that with legislation, not just putting pressure on regulators. But one of the regulations that Gary Gensler has highlighted is we need to restructure the SEC. We need to eliminate the chairmanship and create a 3-3 parity with the commission so that the commission actually has to be collaborative instead of being driven by an activist.
Coinbase.
Can we just get that guy in for president? Can you just run everything? Because I agree with everything you just said.
CEO Brian Armstrong says that if America doesn't act quickly, China will dominate the
Brian Armstrong is a super smart guy, very educated, and I totally agree with pretty much everything he says for the most part.
Digital asset industry. In an opinion piece on May 30th, the Coinbase CEO wrote that recent crypto industry turbulence, quote, might make it tempting for policymakers to write it off as an unstable asset class. This is effectively what the U.S. regulators have been doing, missing the forest for the trees and treating crypto as a speculative or gambling tool rather than a financial technology foundation. Quote, by enforcing restrictive policies, the U.S. is inadvertently driving crypto innovation offshore, Brian Armstrong said. He went on to state that America and other democratic nations are up against digital systems promoted by an ambitious adversary, China. China is promoting its digital platforms Alipay and Tencent globally through its Belt and Road initiatives, he cautioned. There's also the digital yuan, central bank digital currency CBDC, which is being pushed hard by Beijing. Furthermore, China aims to directly challenge the U.S. dollar and its role in global commerce, warned Armstrong, quote, given these moves and China's strategy to leverage financial tech to protect its own national interests, it should come as no surprise that Hong Kong is positioning itself as a global crypto hub. China is the biggest threat, but other nations are racing ahead with the rollout of crypto regulations. These include the UK, United Arab Emirates, Brazil, Japan, European Union, Australia, Singapore, all of these vying to become crypto hubs. Let's talk about a project in the Polygon ecosystem. Move to Earn, Web3, luxury shoe, Leandro Lopez. This is a channel partner of ours.
This is some weird bullshit, by the way. I don't know how I feel about this. You guys let me know how you feel about this damn shoe thing here. Again, shout out to Altcoin Daily. I'll leave a link down in the description below if anybody's interested.
Exciting updates. Exciting news. Lopez, the token, just got listed on MEXC Global.
What isn't listed on MEXC Global? Who cares?
This is an exciting day for Leandro Lopez holders and people who have their apparel and anybody interested in the Move to Earn space, generally speaking.
Imagine there's an easy way to dive into the crypto world. A world where fashion and crypto have never been so closely
It's
connected.
kind of cool commercial. Not gonna lie.
We've made it our mission to connect fashion and crypto in a playful way. Our mining shoe has an intuitive chip in the sole that allows you to connect your shoe to our app.
Our mining shoe. How is that? Is it still mining at the end of the day? If it's it's a mining shoe. Is it?
With every step you take, you collect Lopez coins, which can be traded or used to buy new Lopez products. With every purchase of a Lopez product, you will receive a counterpart, a Lopez NFT, which can also be collected and traded.
What
Be
is
one
happening?
of the first and become
What
a
is it?
part of the biggest where-to-earn community in the world. Leandro Lopez.
Reminder, you can get these shoes right now and start walking.
They're fucking ugly. That is ugly as hell. Are you guys going? Would you ever wear these? Would you guys wear these? Please. One in the chat if you would, two if you wouldn't. Those are ugly as sin. Why would you? I wonder how much they're going for. How much are these? Does it say? Due today, €100 deposit / order fee. What? How much more are they charging? That is ridiculous. Yeah, no, yeah, they're freaking ugly as hell. Like they couldn't make like a nice shoe. It looks like shit. Oh my
earn.
god.
Well, at the very least, you can pre-order them.
They're
Handcrafted in Portugal.
€400. €400 those things cost. What? I mean, I guess it's cheaper than an HNT miner. It probably makes you more, but
These shoes are not bought on the secondary market and then just sold by Leandro Lopez. These are high quality, handcrafted by Leandro Lopez in Portugal. The mining chip will now be made in China for enhanced quality.
That's what I
Our
want to know about.
intuitive mining chip measures speed, distance, and pressure to ensure that your coins are collected safely and securely. The mining chip consumes only a fraction of power and can be easily recharged on the included charging mat. But it's not just and only the charging mat. Just by walking, you recharge the shoes. So if you wear them actively, you probably don't even need to keep them on the mat that much. These shoes feature a kinetic charging unit, so the shoe charges just by walking, and then it seamlessly connects.
I feel like I should just, yeah, I feel like I should just skip through this because this is just chilling. This is just chilling this shit. These are dumb. I don't recommend anybody buys these. Yeah, this is going to be a get rich quick scheme for one person only. It's going to be this company. That's it. This is, yeah, no, those are the ugliest shoes I've ever seen, to be honest. Not in a million years.
Let me know if you're pre-ordering the shoe. One
Zero
government
chance.
agency that's not waiting to make moves, the IRS. Breaking news. IRS can access Coinbase user trading data, a court has ruled.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Actually, that's kind of, I mean, you know what though? Coinbase is a KYC company, so I would assume that they had access to it anyways, right? I mean, I would never not assume that they could not see what I was doing inside Coinbase. It's a KYC company. It's really not crazy news, but I guess, you know, to a point, it's strange when they just like kind of, you know, get all your information, and it sucks for some people, I guess, if you're just trying to be shady. So pay your taxes, do what you're supposed to do.
A Coinbase user has attempted to argue that the IRS violated his constitutional rights when it sought his trading data. The U.S. government.
How is that? Like, how though? How could? Isn't that kind of like the user didn't do his due diligence to know that like you're KYCing? That means like know your consumer. That means they know everything you're doing. Like they tie this account with your life. Like that's what KYC is, man. Like how can you argue that? I don't know. That makes no sense.
Says this is okay. So just centralized exchange users in America. Keep in mind this can happen, but then again, we already kind of figured, right?
Yeah, it's
Let's
legit.
get into a little good news. T-Mobile's parent company becomes a validator, meaning they have enough of the token to start staking and validate the network. T-Mobile's parent company becomes a validator on Polygon Matic network. The parent company on one of the biggest cell service providers in the US is becoming a validator on Layer 2 scaling network Polygon Matic. In a new company announcement, Deutsche Telekom, the conglomerate that owns telecommunications giant T-Mobile, says it will begin validating nodes for Polygon, just like it's been doing for other prominent crypto assets for years. Quote, Deutsche Telekom subsidiary Deutsche Telekom MMS extends its validation nodes to Polygon, providing staking and validation services for the Proof of Stake Network and Polygon's SuperNet solutions. Deutschcom MMS is one of only 100 validators on the Polygon network.
All right, real quick, in the chat, Mr. Patrick Murphy said the issue is the IRS has no right to that information. It's up to the company and the user to report accordingly, not this pre-assumed guilty until proven innocent. Oh, you know what, Patrick? That's a good point. That's a very good point. Actually, looking at it like that makes total sense. But I guess, again, in my perspective, if I'm going to KYC to a trading platform, I already kind of assume that they know all of my stuff, like whatever's going on inside that trading platform, right? Yeah, it just, I don't know. That's why I only use one, because I don't want to have to deal with taxes for like a bunch of different trading places, right? So I just KYC at Coinbase, and that's pretty much all I use. Actually, it is all I use. I don't have any other accounts anywhere else. So whatever, is what it is. But yeah, interesting.
Other digital assets Deutsche Telekom currently validates nodes for include Ethereum, Flow, Chainlink, Celo, and Q. Very, very exciting. Now, about the Polygon node, the Polygon ecosystem is very developer friendly and resource efficient. It is based on the highest security standards of the Ethereum ecosystem. The collaboration with Polygon is an important step for Deutsche Telekom MMS to fully exploit the potential of blockchain tech and enable applications suitable for mass adoption. This is from the head of blockchain solutions at Deutsche Telekom. According to the announcement, as a validator, Deutsche Telekom will also help secure Polygon's proof of stake sidechain and SuperNet app chains, contributing to the security, governance, and decentralization by running a full node, producing blocks, validating and participating in consensus, and committing checkpoints to the Ethereum mainnet. See, most people don't know about this. We do, because we follow the market every day. And it is exciting being in crypto, seeing what's happening. Injective Protocol integrates Polygon to accelerate cross-chain composability. Injective today launches a groundbreaking integration with Polygon, enabling true DeFi composability. For the first time in history, native assets from Polygon and Injective can be utilized for a diverse array of cross-chain use cases within the two ecosystems. Utilizing a new connection from Wormhole, assets such as Matic and Injective can now be transferred. In turn, this integration paves the way for increased collaboration, liquidity, and accessibility, benefiting both chains and their respective communities. We cover the crypto market on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel.
Yes, they do. Shout out to Altcoin Daily. We're going to jump into this one next. This is actually the one I have open on another tab. So let's jump over there, because I thought this was interesting. Just before we bring my man Yeti in, let's kind of push through this one, and if it gets boring, we will just bring him in sooner than later. But without further ado, Altcoin Daily. Again, easiest way to earn $30 to $200 per day. This was super interesting. Yeti, I think we need to make a VM farm of this. Just saying.
I just started earning hundreds of dollars per day by watching YouTube.
If it's legit, this is pretty sick.
While in 2021, we saw the explosion of major trend play to earn. Then towards the end of the year, into 2022, we saw the trend of move to earn. Today, in 2023, we're seeing watch to earn get bigger. Get rewarded for supporting your favorite YouTubers and for viewing patterns, meaning watching at least 80% of the video. Get rewarded for viewing patterns most beneficial to creators.
So real quick, right, on this point. So I watched a little bit of this, probably a couple minutes, and I was like, this is sick, because it's really good for YouTubers, right? Like everybody, that means more, I guess, more revenue around in the space now that YouTube's like cutting your profits in half. They're only giving you like 50% or whatever it is. This will up the watch time for people. This will get people monetized faster, yada, yada. And then, you know, a couple minutes in, you find out that it's only for select channels. So you have to go watch these ones that they chose for you, which is odd. Like, you should be able to watch whatever you want to watch and still get rewarded. That would be my big argument on this. But I want to give it, like, benefit of the doubt and kind of listen to it for a second. So let's see.
Meaning viewers like it because they're watching YouTube videos anyway, and creators like it because they like retention. In today's video, we have partnered with the XCAD network, so I can take you through a walkthrough/tutorial of exactly what I'm doing. Many of you probably remember XCAD, which started sort of as a fan token, social token model. YouTubers MrBeast and KSI invested in the XCAD network, And over the years, we saw many notable YouTubers, creators, launch their social tokens, fan engagement tokens, on the platform. And while XCAD started off with its fan token model, which is still going strong, there was a lot of demand for more of a high yield product in which the fan tokens on XCAD were never intended to be. So the Play area was born. Play allows users to earn cryptocurrency daily from watching YouTube videos alone. You can do this in your room by yourself, i.e. watch to earn.
While you're crying yourself to sleep at night.
So before the tutorial, how does this work? Users will compete to mint and then upgrade their NFT most efficiently and watch videos in the most reliable way as a fan, i.e. watching at least 80% of the video. This brings value to the users and creators involved in the Play community. Now, the NFTs are called nerds, and these nerds do have different specialties. Mint a nerd and get rewarded for supporting your favorite YouTubers. Buy your nerd and start earning Play tokens. Let me share with you a walkthrough tutorial on exactly how the XCAD Play area works. So first, you download it from the Chrome Web Store as an extension. There's also an Android app with iOS coming soon. I'll also put a link down below in the video description. And then once you have the app /plugin, super easy, just sign up, create an account, and boom. Once you have an account, you are going to need an access code to get into the Play area on the plugin. Some of you were saying that these access codes were in pretty high demand, so if you need one, I got you. Check the video description. And next, once you put the access code in, you will need to go ahead and pick your box. This is you minting.
I wonder if they paid him to make this video. They had to have.
Your NFT. There are a variety of different boxes you can mint, all different prices. And essentially, the more expensive the mint, the more potential earnings your NFT will get. So
This makes me a little concerned, actually. I didn't realize you had to purchase this box to get this thing. I thought it was just like links with an account that you create, you get a guy, and then build on top of it with like points or whatever from watching shit.
A basic mint will mint you a nerd with basic rarity. You've got a common mint where your nerd has common traits, common rarity.
It's only $500.
You have a mystery where then there's a 50-50 chance of getting either a common or a rare. This obviously a bit more of a gamble.
This is like IRL Pokemon cards. Is that what's happening right now?
Gamified, which brings us to the most expensive mint, the rare mint. Which
$2,400? What is happening? I didn't see this last night.
Should give your nerd rare traits.
What the fuck?
Earnings
Please, guys, don't spend that. That's insane. Please don't do that.
Each different nerd is correlated with the rarity of the mint, meaning the rare NFT does earn you a lot more than the basic NFT, as you'd expect. For this example, let's go with the rare mint. Now this is on Binance Smart Chain, so in order to get the NFT, we will have to deposit or transfer BNB in. Actually,
wait. So he buys one here, right, and opens it up. Clearly, I didn't pay attention to the whole how much it costs thing, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt that they sent him the money to purchase this. So don't for a second think that we didn't, he used his own money to do this. It's kind of how it works for videos, I guess, sponsored like this, right? They probably just gave him the money to purchase it and see what he got and then show how it works. So, I mean, it's a cool concept, but I don't know.
Either buy it or just deposit it in directly to the address they give you. Okay. As you can see, we're going to go with the rare NFT.
No chance.
We do just have to...
No chance you would spend $2,500 on a goddamn meme.
Prepare our box first. So you click it, whatever, and then calculate transaction fee. Pretty standard. Click confirm. Hopefully we get lucky. There are actually different characteristics and sort of levels for each nerd. There's characteristics of stamina, speed, reputation, luck. We want the nerd with the best everything, but ideally reputation, to me, is the most important because that does represent earning potential. Cool. So our box is now prepared. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's now generating it, hoping for a good one, meaning high traits, especially reputation. Okay, so the minting looks like it's complete. We're getting it fully generated. We'll know what our stats are. We'll know what the nerd looks like pretty soon. And cool. Nerd looks.
Yeah, Mr. Nerdbeast said Allcoin, a shilling channel that happens to show a few news articles. Well, you know what though? I really do think this is kind of interesting. I just wanted to see how it worked because this is good for YouTubers. The fact that you have to buy a box to reveal your character is kind of shady. I wish they just gave you a character for free and you could build on top of it because that's yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, but whatever.
Pretty cool. The stats, I wish the stats were a little better. Reputation 6 is damn near on the lower end of the rare nerd spectrum. So that's actually kind of, we got unlucky in that respect. But hey, level 8 stamina, level 8 speed, those are good. I like that.
He paid $2,500 to get a low card, a shitty card. Man, that's
and level 7,
that's
luck,
really bad.
Good. Maybe you'll do better.
He literally just spent $2,500 of B&B to buy this green-haired thing.
Like I mentioned, I believe reputation is the most important, so I'd like to get a higher one. However, once upgrades do come out, we will be able to upgrade our individual nerds and increase the earning power more.
I don't know what that
but
means.
I'm excited. This one is still rare. Plus, looks really cool. Green hair, sunglasses. But most other rare nerds probably would earn more if they have better traits. Now we activate our NFT to start earning. So I'm going to go ahead and start earning with this nerd by watching YouTube videos over the next couple days, and then we'll come back and we'll see the standings, i.e. how much I've actually made. And
all right, so this is the part I watched, or I saw. I didn't pay attention like up to this point, but I saw the list of creators that he could pick from, and you could see how it's all like kind of laid out for you. It's not whatever you want to watch. It's not like you could just go to YouTube and search whatever. It's like this is their shit and you got to watch this. So like you know how that free cash thing works? How like not going to name anybody specifically, but you can run ads in the background with free cash and get, you know, payouts in crypto or however you want to get it, to PayPal, whatever. And it's just to run ads, just to watch ads, like whatever. They pay you to do it. It's kind of, I don't know. It's weird if you could just do this and set it up for, you know, your machine to do whatever. Not saying you should, but it could just run in the background and you can make some money, but paying for it initially kind of sucks, to be honest.
And how it all works. Okay, we're back after a few days. We've watched a total of 14 videos thus far. You can watch up to 5 videos per day. I've made approximately $122 in total from this nerd. And I do have one more video to watch today, and I'm actually going to show you how it works. So in order to earn, all we do is go over to the creators tab in the extension, and it shows you all of the creators you can currently earn from.
Did they pick
you can
them for
filter
you?
that
Ooh, I saw Linus Tech Tips. Hold on. They showed Linus Tech Tips. Oh, Mr. Beast too. Hold on. Let's see. Scroll back. All right.
Tab in the extension,
I'm gonna pause
and it shows you all of the creators.
Where is it? There it is. LTT right there. So you can, I guess, get paid to watch him. Interesting.
You can currently earn from. You can filter that based on language and speciality. And because each nerd does come with its own speciality, so I actually have a fun nerd NFT. So you do actually earn more by watching videos in your NFT's speciality. It's not massive, but it is more, and I want to maximize. So pick your channel, pick the video you want to watch, get through the ad. After that,
it looks like a fucking
you
ad.
will get a notification up top.
Mr. Kazuma, thanks for $5 super chat.
Bro, mine and buy whatever you like. Altcoin Daily will shill anything that they own and bullish, but it's scam in the end. Buy and mine what you like.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you so much. I mean, I honestly like Altcoin Daily. Nothing against them at all. But yeah, they're totally showing this right now. It's, again, one of those things. I don't recommend people go out and buy this shit. I don't really know how it fully works, like money wise. How do you get paid that much? That's kind of crazy, but let's just see what he got paid out.
Top, just letting you know that this video, yes, it will count. It is being registered with the extension. Now, like I mentioned, you will need to watch at least 80% of the video for this to count. I love this. This helps,
which is good for content creators.
All creators get a better watch time, which is very important in YouTube. Also, if you open the plugin up, you can see that the video is being watched. And here is the next notification letting you know that you've watched at least 80%. Also, you can just go in the plugin and actually look in the rewards tab for your specific nerd and see. Now we have 15 total views. It was 14 before.
But see, this is what I don't understand. How the hell is he making this kind of money off of a freaking watching videos? That makes no sense to me.
That's 15. As well as our earnings have gone up to $131.37. So that's 15 videos, aka 3 days worth of watching, which works out to around $44 per day. Also, remember, with a nerd that has different, either better or worse stats, then you will get either better or worse payouts. Also, keep in mind this is before repair costs, so you will have to perform upkeep on your nerd. So doing the math for me, if my NFT makes around $44 per day, and I do have to
56 bucks a day. I mean, 56 days to pay off the original investment that he purchased for this thing, this NFT, whatever the hell it is. So, I don't know. I wonder if the rewards will go down from 40 something dollars a day. That's what I don't understand.
repair the NFT.
I'm assuming
now
it would,
my
and
nerd
you probably
stamina
ROI
is
never.
level 8, which does mean it lasts longer, it needs less repairs, meaning after the repairs per day, my NFT makes a net of around $36 after the repair per day. So how many days would it take to get it?
All right, so it's $36. So let's do the math. So it was $2,500 he legit paid for this thing, divided by 36 bucks, 70 days. So a little over 2 months. A little over 2 months to pay itself off. But that's if the reward is the same.
Complete return on my investment for how much I bought it. For this, for me, it would be around 69 days to break even. And again, just for watching YouTube videos, you can watch 5 in about, anywhere between 15 and 25 minutes per day.
It could be nothing you want to watch.
Not a bad way to earn some tokens. Now, keep in mind 2 things. There are more of a limited number of creators today. They are adding more and more creators over time. In fact, comment below which creator.
Like it's only the big guys. They only have the big guys on this. That's kind of shitty. Like Linus Tech Tips, man. He's like the biggest biggest YouTube channel in friggin' Canada. So like, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, without further ado, Mr. Yeti, are you good to come on, sir? I want to bring you on. I just want to make sure. All right, awesome. I'm gonna bring Mr. Yeti in here. Let's do it. Mr. Yeti, what is up, my man? I'm gonna full screen us like that. How's that?
Hey, then, chump.
Oh, good, man. Good. How do you feel about that NFT card thing? That's kind of weird, right? Kind of weird,
shoes
right?
were the ones that got to me. I was sitting here chuckling to myself. I don't know if you even spotted me chuckling away to myself, literally doing this.
Yep. No, I saw it. It was it's kind of interesting, right? To say the least. But if you could buy something super cheap and make money, and you can just like run like a bunch of VMs with this videos playing, then hey, what the hell? Why not make some money? But
yeah, in theory,
I'm not gonna watch shitty videos that I don't want to watch. It's just kind of weird.
We could easily write a macro that does all that for you very easily. Maybe
we should experiment and not
yeah, if you ever want to try
it. Absolutely, we could. All right, let's talk about it. So, Mr. Yeti, the reason we didn't do the 2 audit coins this morning was because I wanted to obviously do the news thing, and we're gonna do the audit for Kyla coin and Veal later on today. But we did Stealing Cat coin yesterday, and a whole bunch of drama exploded in the general chat of their Discord. So if you guys want some entertainment, go over there and check out their Discord. It's kind of funny. Give me your thoughts, Yeti. What do you think of this dev guy?
I mean, so to give you a background, right? So after most audits, I will jump in a Discord, go speak to the devs, introduce myself. If there's something that we've found, I try and reach out to the devs to try and make the changes so that obviously going forward, it's more secure. We arrived in their Discord to pretty much people saying that we were a scam, a sham, that we didn't know what we were doing. So I pasted all my findings. Yeah, I believe you took screenshots of pretty much the entirety of. Oh no, you're actually still in the
I'm actually still in there. They didn't kick me out.
Okay, so it got to a point where, yeah, there's where we joined, where we basically were introducing ourselves. And I put out, I would like to hear from the devs as to the excuse as to why there's some sort of hidden, MIP hijack system built into their QT wallet. Now, one of the pool owners stepped in. Originally, he was very standoffish with us.
He was actually right here. This guy, Ondolf.
Yeah, Ondolf, and he's actually really nice guy to speak to. Once he started digging in himself, he started to realize that maybe there's something not quite right.
So this is where he called us a sham, and then like probably, I don't know, an hour later, he was like, oh wow, there is something wrong with this. Like it was just funny. You go like this conversation literally grinds all the way down. And yeah, you can kind of explain all this, but what was he doing? What did he do? He went and compiled
he was doing
stuff,
effectively what I did, which was put it in an active RAM solution, and audit what it's doing step by step, right? Which is what we do, yeah, part of the audit process. And he uses, obviously, it's each to their own on the type of software you use, but those companies that offer those sort of services, they're all very similar, right? They all use the similar technology and everything like that. Yeah, and then obviously we saw this where Arndalf was obviously checking it out himself, started realizing that there wasn't something quite right with it, and thankfully, after much to and fro, and I mean, I took a ban out their Discord for the privilege of it. Literally, we got them to take down the versions that were infected.
right?
At least from that perspective, I have to hold my hat off to the guy that's in charge. I believe it's CCR Dev. I said that I would happily say hello to him to prove that we are both two different people, because he tried to claim that me and Chump were the same person.
Wait, what? Did he really? I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, he said, are you Chump change? I'm like, no, I'm not. If you'd have watched the video, he would have clearly seen I'm definitely not Chump.
You know, it's fun. Like, so he like straight up argued us like for a good while, and then finally he just broke down and like quit life. But so like he was just pointing fingers at everybody else. It was crazy.
Eventually, I was let back in, and it came to a point where he turned around in his Discord and said, "I'm taking the wallets down. If people want to have a wallet, they have to learn how to compile the wallet themselves."
Instead of just fixing it.
And then we went one step better, was, oh, Yeti's going to basically do it all for me, recompile it, give me a clean version, and then I'm going to put it on our GitHub. And I'm like, hang on a second. A, you just banned me. B, you know, I don't work for the project. Otherwise, technically, my audits would be biased, right? I can't sit there and get involved with those cryptos because I'm auditing them.
Right.
And any that I have got involved in, I'm going to be the first to turn around and say that I've mined it or I have some sort of coin in it.
I like how he was like, hope you got your views and likes to that video. It shows 0. I was like, bro, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. I said, we got the old link removed. I said, shit views. Didn't do it for the views. I said 100% wouldn't choose stealing cat coin for views. Like that's so ridiculous for him to even say. But Retro Mike grabs big bag
Retro
of popcorn
Mike, the ultimate troll.
Oh, so funny. Like he just comes out of nowhere and just puts this. And Yeti is talking through Matt Electron at this point in this chat. And then this guy DM'd me. And I said, watch the video, not interested in a DM. I said it forced a fake download of Chrome, as we stated. And then like finally he started to like actually listen and watch it. And then this guy, Ondolf, he's actually a good dude. And he started he more or less was like on our side at this point, like telling him that we could fix this. And the guy kept continuing to I guess fight the fact that there was an issue with it. He's then let Yeti fix it, fine with me. Like, no, what do you mean let Yeti fix it? It's so stupid. Sorry, you can continue, Yeti. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to
no. I'm literally laughing at the fact that, you know, I was up till 1 a.m. basically having this out with this crypto.
He said, I have no issues with Yeti guy recompiling the wallet and we can upload it, or you. And I'm like, dude, he's not doing it for you. You just banned him. I said, just get it fixed. No more pointing fingers. And my daughter just showed up. Hold on, honey. Hold on.
And then that line there, Chump, is the one that you called me a savage for.
He said, okay, now, because this is when you got unbanned. He said, okay, now that I can actually talk under my own account with my own voice. Wow, that was a strange experience. You wish for me to recompile your code. Are you kidding me? With the attitude you've shown towards someone coming to you with the ideas of helping and giving you some of my 20 years experience, you've decided to take the childish route of just pushing me out the way. He said, then your reply to what confronted is to, again, tell everyone that it's their responsibility to compile their own wallets. Now, the problem is 90% of people using your service won't understand even how to do that. And for the record, I don't know how to do that. So that would be, yeah, whole nother thing. He said, so you release a compiled version that has come back with issues. And again, instead of being a proper dev, taking that on and understanding the real dangers of someone like this, your answer is pretty terrible. You call yourself a dev. You give devs a bad name, says Yeti. And then he's like, and then he tries to turn it around and, you know, throw it on us to like do it for him, basically.
At this point, I was pretty much cracking up with laughter at the fact that it started off as no, there's nothing wrong.
Oh,
I took it down. There you go.
That's where he asked. Oh, I didn't understand what he was saying there. I was so lost. I didn't realize he was asking if you were me. Let me see. Hold on. Let me scroll down here a little bit.
Oh, there's the other one.
Oh, the trash.
I drawing the diagram how to fix it.
Anything yes, please. And then Yeti just gives him this trash meme. Just throw it out.
Taking a page right out of Retro Mike's book, that one.
And then, yeah, so this guy. All right.
The biggest problem for us wasn't the fact that the dev wasn't so much wanting to do something. It was the fact that clearly there was a problem. And instead of just manning up and dealing with it, right, and taking it on the chin and saying, okay, there's something wrong. I'll take them down while I get this sorted. He decided to have a 2-hour argument with us. I'm
trying to find where he said that it was at the end of the day, it was everyone's problem. Because that was probably the most ignorant statement I've seen. Man, where is it?
Near the end here.
Where the hell did he say it? Where did he say it?
There's where Randolph was starting to.
Oh no, so he quit before this. All right, let me see. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. If anybody's saying anything in the chat, and Kazuma, thank you so much for $5 super chat. Sorry, I had to shut that off because Yeti can't hear it, but I can, so it'll end up cutting him off while he's talking. Let's see.
Mental Mind in UK says he's living in ignorance. It's absolutely correct. That's the bit that was bugging me, is that he was being completely ignorant to anyone suggesting that there was a problem.
Right, and all he had to do was ask for help to get it fixed. And there was Yeti and the other guy on Dolph, whatever his name is. He was 100%. He was already doing it. Like, he was in the process of doing it. He's like, all right, can you just stop arguing and like let's fix this shit? Like, he literally says that to him. So stupid. I'm looking for that point where the guy was like, I'm done.
Like, doesn't make sense. Where is it? Like, you would think that logically, right, as a dev, he's even marked as a dev, right? Anyone who's actually done development work will understand this. But as a dev, if you get told something's wrong, you don't ignore that at all. Like, if I did what that guy did and just fobbed off all my bugs and failures that come back when we have our stuff audited, I wouldn't be in work. I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't be able to find any work, because at that point you'd be trashing your own reputation. And that's fundamentally what this guy was doing, just ruining his own reputation as a dev. And ruining his crypto project reputation. Because who wants to get involved in a project where the dev just doesn't listen?
Right. He said, there you go, removed all the compiled. I just removed your QT wallets and reinstall all your device, and then you'll learn to compile, and in a few weeks you'll have your wallet. Maybe you can have a YouTube video about compiling your CCC wallet and then post that so people can learn. So he's like trying to like force us to do a video. But then he goes, I'm not uploading nothing. People can do it themselves or not, whatever they want. I'm done. And he just gives up. And then he goes, I will announce it for you, right? And then he goes and puts it in his announcement section. I don't even know where it is. New Muse, is that what it is?
There it is.
And then I put the LMAO. but he says all compiled wallet removes from the GitHub. Yeti and Chum Change will make a part 2 video on how to compile your wallets, which we're not doing. I was like, really? You just tagged everybody to friggin' tell them we were gonna do something?
I will happily help curate a video with you on how to compile a wallet from source code. That doesn't mean CCC wallet. That means any QT wallet.
Right.
But like, I just don't get the logic behind it. The guy seems very immature as a dev. So you know, I finally got to a point where basically I was just like, you know what? It's not worth my time. Now I've got the virus gone. It's not worth my time to sit there arguing with him anymore.
Did he delete
other
the comment? I'm looking for the. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Yeti. Did he delete the comment where he said it's their own like issue, like if you're like to keep your crypto safe or some shit? Where the hell was that comment? I can't find it.
Yeah. I know that he cleared off a few messages.
I took screenshots. So I'm gonna go back. Give me a second. Let me find this shit.
But I mean, quite honestly, it just.
I was assuming I was getting banned.
And then you pay somebody else to develop it for you. You're not a developer. You're a manager. There's a very distinct difference.
Correct.
And that's what I think that is that he is more of a manager of that crypto. He's got a person that he outsources. You know, and that's his dev, which is fine. There are plenty of companies out there that have managers outsourcing work to devs. It's not a problem.
Right.
But at least take ownership of the problem.
Right. If there's an issue, yeah. Exactly. Totally makes sense. I want to see Yeti. Let me know if you can find that. I'm trying to see again where I knew it was gonna go in my face. Let me see this. Do it themselves. Man, I'm trying to find the spot where he says, he straight up says like, it's if you, everybody that's into crypto basically needs to keep themselves safe. Can you share your screen and just show me and zoom in?
I've got it.
Because I want to show that, because that was probably the most ignorant statement I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I probably scrolled by it like 10 times. I just can't read all this that fast.
I'm gonna need to zoom in for you.
All right, let's see.
There you go. So, so this is where Ondolf said that it's his responsibility. It rests on his shoulders, right, to get it fixed. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
And he was offering to get it recompiled for him, which is lovely, right? Somebody's reached out, offering to help get it all sorted, right? This is the line that I couldn't believe I was even reading at the time.
What timestamp is that? 7:28.
7:28. So that would have been.
Way far. All right, I was away from it. That was after. Oh, that was before the trash.
Yeah, so that was sent. No, that was sent from Mad Electron. So that's EST time.
Oh,
so this would have been midnight my time. So 7:28 p.m.
Let me see.
And like I say, taking that approach of just turning around saying, oh, well, it's everyone else's responsibility is very wrong. It's your software. You're responsible for putting out software that is legitimate and safe to use. If you can't do that, you should not be releasing software. Failing that, you shouldn't be running a crypto project.
Correct. Yeah, I see what I see it now. This spot right here. In the end, everyone is responsible for their own shit in crypto. No. Oh my god, that was so ridiculous. But on this guy Ondolf, I really gained a lot of respect for him actually after this conversation. He said yes and no, devs are respected in a sense that people runs their products error free. He said while you don't compile the project executables, you got the responsibility being the face of the project. And then I just said agree, because that, like, I was dumbfounded that he really said this. Like, yeah, obviously that's a given. You need to be safe when you're into crypto, but like, bro, like if you have a virus or some shit in your compiled, wallet download, like don't sit there and freaking don't like blame everybody else when you get called out, man. And even if he, you know what, honestly, I felt bad a bit for that CCR guy, because who knows if he just took over the project and some asshole made that and they didn't, he doesn't really know. And
I suppose he could have at least been honest about it though and said, I've only recently took over the project, I'm still working on it.
Right.
Most of us would have given him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Quite honestly, we would have just said, okay, there's a problem with it, let's help you get it sorted out, let's take down those dangerous ones for now, let's get you a new wallet made up.
Yeah,
let's help you. Like I just don't get the logic behind being that aggressive.
Yeah. It was pretty messed up. Sounds like he was trying to run with it, said Geek of All Trades. Yeah, I don't know if this guy had like any ill will, I guess, but it sure seems so, the way how he was so defensive. You know what I mean? It was just kind of odd. Like, why? If you didn't know it was there, why are you so defensive? Just say, shit, I had no idea. Like, how can I fix this, please? Like, even if you don't know how, just ask for help, man. Like, dude, there was literally somebody trying to do it. And
There's literally 3 people in there that could have helped him.
So,
Me, Retro Mike, and Undov.
Right,
All
or
three
even
of us
Mad
were there.
Electron.
Mad Electron could have helped.
Yeah.
Like, literally,
I
there
just
was
work
so
here.
many people there that could have assisted getting it done. And we could have had a new version compiled for him, all safe and tidy, and had it back online within 24 hours. But because he went off the rails and went super defensive, you're not gonna basically get any sort of good credibility when you're on the defensive.
Mr. Taines, because Taines even got sick of it, so he was obviously watching this whole thing, and the guy like just keeps, you know, saying like we didn't call out something or whatever, which it made no sense because he clearly didn't watch the video. He said nobody cares about SUDACoin or SUDA TV or SUDA your mom. He said all that matters is malware in the wallet. Fix that and be done. Stop trying to bring up other things that have no relevance to this discussion, because that's literally what the guy just continued to do. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys want to laugh, I'm gonna put a I will copy this invite and put it in the live chat for you if you guys want to go in there, and feel free to read it. Don't go in there and harass, but just kind of, if you want to read it, feel free to read. I wouldn't say anything about it though.
I'm actually quite surprised that they left all of it in there.
Me too. I was expecting to get banned.
I suppose that could be down to the fact that if they start removing it all, that makes it look 10 times worse.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, it was already bad when he banned you the first time, and that's why I said, like,
when
you
he banned
him,
me
bro.
the first time, and then I put it on Discord and my Twitter feed that I'd been banned. The response was quite shocking, like, because everyone jumped into theirs. Were trying to get me unbanned so that I could actually talk to the dev and explain what's going on, why there is a problem, what we can do. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right. So
it's crazy.
Real quick, just for everyone here, I only got like 5 minutes left, but I want to know, can you explain this, I guess? So what he's coming up with now in this section?
Sure.
Like, what's going on here?
So Undolf is using Virus Total at that point, right? That might be my picture or it might be his own.
I think it's his.
Right? So he's determined that some of the strings that we're picking up for the malware, right, for the Trojan that's come up, some of it may potentially be words that are being locked onto, right, as he called them, bad words, right? And that might be exactly what it's locking onto. Now, I have scanned other Dash wallets. None come back
with this,
with malware. None.
Oh, wow.
Which is strange, right? Because you would expect if one gets clocked, they should all be clocked, right? Unless they do their due diligence and actually go through the code and make the changes.
Right.
What this tells me is that it's more like a what you'd call a cookie cutter project, right? They go and pay somebody $50, go copy me Litecoin or go copy me Ravencoin. And then they get a compiled version at the end. They don't even bother to virus scan it. They just release it. Which is scary because that means that the guy running it has no idea on even what it's doing. So and that's not good.
So can you, I guess just like, can you dumb it down for me a little bit? So like compiling it, doing it brand new like he just did. So how is that still locked in, I guess, the code? Like, I don't know. I'm not technical, so.
The bits that are flagging up as Trojan, right? The bit that was flagged up as susgen, right? So that, right? It's locking on to certain string factors in the code. It's looking for certain words, commands, triggers, that kind of thing, right? That's what those comprehensive rules are about. That's how they work out what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Now, as I said to Arndolf, chances are, if it hadn't have flagged up malware, right, and sent me off down a rabbit hole of malware rather than that Trojan, I probably would have classified that Trojan itself
as a false positive, right?
Probably a false positive.
Right.
Put it down as a false positive in the log, and put it as a pass, right?
Mhm.
But I couldn't even give it an issues qualification on the fact that it was doing something in the background which was malicious. At that point, it's an instant fail. Now, I have been asked whether it would be worth to write up what is considered the criteria for a pass, fail, and an issues option. I think that might make sense so that people can understand how I do my checks, how I determine what is an issue to a pass to a fail. I'm happy to do that. And again, it's just about transparency.
So what's that's probably a good idea, to be honest. What's the CCR dev guy saying here? He said he replied to this right here.
So Ondolf actually compiled a fresh piece of source code to a qualified application.
Mm-hmm.
He found obviously potentially a false positive, which I'm probably leaning towards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when he did his, there is no compiled version of like Google Chrome being downloaded in the background. And Ondolf even suggested that it's probably at the time of it being compiled that this extra subset of commands, shall we say, for downloading Google in the background or hidden is being done. And it's probably because the dev who built it is either malicious or the dev's machine that's compiling it is compromised.
So that's how you compile? It's through the dev's machine? Like, even though he's...
You can effectively download the GitHub repository, run the commands to actually compile it from source, and then you get out an executable at the end of it, whether that be Linux or Windows, right? exe for Windows and a .sh loader loading up a binary file in Linux. So the bit that's interesting is right at the very end, right? Where if you look where the dev talks, right? It says, it's nothing to do with the compiled, uploaded version, same false positive from source. Right. But he's missing the one bit that we were trying to, make him aware of, that there is a piece of malware in his compiled version. If he hasn't compiled it himself, then he needs to take the appropriate approach and pull it so that he can verify it himself. Go pay the $500 odd a month that I pay for my analyst program and run it yourself.
Right.
It'll give you all the same options that I get, give you all the same outputs I get, and you'll be able to see it yourself. But I doubt the man will go and spend $500 a month to make sure his software is secure.
Right. So overall, so what he's got here, this Ondolf guy, how he compiled it. So this is a false positive?
By the looks of it, yes.
But
that's
the malware is the problem, and he doesn't have that.
Correct. It doesn't have the malware in it because he effectively compiled it himself with no extra parameters.
Okay. All right.
And that's the bit that's the problem. We don't know what parameters that dev used when compiling. We don't even know what compiling tool he used to compile it. Because the dev doesn't, CCR dev doesn't even know.
He doesn't even
how
know.
It was compiled in the first place.
I mean, it's way above my head, but you're a dev of this coin and you don't know, there's a problem. Like,
yeah,
that's a problem. I would never be able to run a coin and not know everything about it.
That's like, take Flux, right? They've got, Daniel, Jeff Key, they've got some really key personnel, right?
Yep.
If you took all them out of the equation and left Flux to run on its own, would you expect it to do anything? Of course not.
No.
It takes the devs doing their job.
Yeah.
But devs also have to be audited as well. I'll be the first to admit, I get my stuff audited all the time.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy,
I just
man.
don't get it.
Absolutely wild. Well, yeah, we just wanted to come on this morning and rant about that a little bit because we thought that was funny. But if you guys want to go check out that in their general chat, feel free until it's removed, I'm sure. It's very shady. Very shady.
So the source code is still there. You can compile it from source code and it is technically safe. I would still put it in a VM just to be on the safe side here, right? But at the end of the day, the incorrect wallets that had the infection in there is all offline. It's not there anymore. We got the Google file took off as well by Google. They were super helpful. I was well shocked at that. I was expecting no feedback from that at all. Within 20 minutes, they got back to me, which
That's
was
awesome.
pretty cool.
So that's kind of what the guy was saying last night too. Real quick, Rondi, thank you for the $10 super chat. He said no more publicity for this cat coin. Their 2 minutes of fame is over. Yeah, pretty much. So they said that well, he was like, yeah, so he's like, if you guys, you know, found the virus or whatever, the malware, and now it's removed, it's fixed, no? And we're like, I was like, well, no, it's not fixed, but I guess kind of, like, yeah, it's not going to download on your PC anymore if you click on it. He's like, okay, then it's fixed. Like, no, that's not, you're missing the point. It's still there, but you need to get it out of there. Like the whole, the initial code, just because it comes up to a 404 code when you click on it, doesn't mean that the initial beginning line isn't in there. Like, take that out so people can trust you. That was kind of what we were getting at.
Your wife just said something really interesting there. It says somebody in Nexa also said they got scammed from it, and I did spot that. What? Somebody said it to me this morning.
Where is it? Was it in their announcements?
BCXD VIP, by the way. So it's right near the latest chat in VIP.
Let me pull it up. Hold on. Scroll down. Oh shit, there it is. Okay, you know what? Let's read this quick.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna go over my face. Hold on, guys. All right, so let me zoom in, and then I gotta get out of here. All right, so it says, hello community, just wanted to remind everyone to be very careful when downloading random project wallets on your same devices that you have your Nexa stored, and that goes for any coin, not just Nexa. This is like, you know, Neox, Dynex, any coin that is a core wallet, right? There has been another set of Nexa that has been stolen from folks' wallets due to downloading a wallet with malware. The suspected wallet is from the project called CCC, Ceiling Cat Coin. It is highly recommended to use VMs or VPSs if you are trying to if you're trying out a new potential shady project and downloading their wallets. So yeah, you just more or less goes through a little PSA here. So go check out the news section in the Nexa Discord and you'll see that. But that's it's kind of messed up.
Yes, it is.
That's sad, to be honest, because somebody loses all their shit.
Has asked a question in the chat, by the way. It says, when will we start testing hardware wallets? That's a very good question. I am working on a piece of hardware that will allow us to basically bridge the gap, right? So imagine your wallet's here, right? Your PC's here. We're going to put something right in the middle, and we're going to basically determine whether things are encrypted correctly. We're going to try penetration testing on them, and I'm going to reach out to all these wallet companies as well with our findings. And if we find anything bad, I'm going to go to them first, see if they're willing to listen, unlike this last one. And if they are, then great. We've helped them, you know, push their project on a little bit. So,
or I get sued, one or the other.
Bad thing.
So, you know what? Can I get sued for something like that?
No,
I don't think so, right? Because it's kind of we're not doing anything malicious. We're just trying to see if there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
right?
this is where it gets a bit tricky,
kind of
right?
like free speech, right?
Fine line between what is a like penetration testing and what is hacking, right? It's a fine line, but because I'm doing audits and stuff like that, and technically this would be penetration testing, and as long as we show that it's penetration testing, we will not be, if we find an exploit, we will not be showing how it works.
Oh right, no, 100%.
What it's
never
doing.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Because at that point then we are technically hacking, because we're showing the world how to do it.
Right, right. And that's
so
not what we can,
for me, I would then, if we found an exploit which would be really bad, let's be honest, right? I would first like organize some kind of sit down talk with the devs and say, this is my findings, hand it all over and say, look, if need be, we'll do what most companies would do in this situation. We will hold the report for a couple of days till you can get your
shit together
and everything, can get it all patched up before we release our audit log.
Right.
Because if we release our audit log, we might just give everyone the way to hack that device. And I would never feel happy about that, because that would be utilizing what I'm doing for the wrong reasons. So,
right.
you know, and we've got to still decide on how we're going to audit a hardware log. Like,
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
What are we going to be testing? What's the points of, you know, pass, fail, and issues?
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to present it effectively? So
Right.
we've pretty much got down what we're doing with the audit on the software side. Still got to work out the miner side as well, because we've obviously been reached out to by BZ Miner.
Yep. Yeah, we got to do that with them.
And again, that's something new, and I'm going to have to probably get my head around.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be, I was wondering how that was going to work. So we'll have to sit down and figure that out probably next week. We'll sit down and do something with that.
Absolutely.
Yeti, thank you for the super chat. What are you doing? Happy anniversary. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. It's our 4-year anniversary, me and Miss Pocket Change, being married. We've been together longer, but
me and my wife.
That's awesome, man.
Working on year 11 now.
Jeez, it's crazy,
been
man.
Together,
time flies.
Nearly 20 years.
Time flies, man. Time flies.
Yep.
But yeah, either way, guys, I got to get, unfortunately, back to, well, not unfortunately, but you know what I mean. I got to get out of here. I can't stream any longer. I got to go take care of the kids. Daddy duty. Wife is going to work. So, yeah, either way, we'll be back later on today with Mr. Yeti. We're going to be doing VL Coin and Kyla Coin audits because we didn't want to like hump them in with a virus, you know, project yesterday. I felt like that wouldn't be doing the right thing for those other 2 coins. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But anyways, guys, hit that like button on the way out. Appreciate all the good wishes, the super chats. Thank you so much. You guys didn't have to do any of that, but I do appreciate it. And until next time, guys, have a good day. Yeti, thank you so much for being on. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll see you soon. Later, guys.